France versus Germany. How's everyone doing? Just get this camera in the right place. So France versus Germany. Big game, big players. Let's get into it, man. My prediction for this is 2-0 France. I think they're the team to beat. I think that they've got basically two starting squads, a bit like Man City have, but in terms of internationals. Portugal obviously winning 3-0 today. I predicted that. Got a perfect score on that. Ronaldo with the 2 goals, obviously. Left it very late though, Portugal. Felt a little bit for Hungary. Obviously had a goal disallowed for offside. It was very narrow, and yeah, felt a little bit for Hungary in the end, but they held their own for most of that game and the majority of it, so fair play to them. But Portugal off to a good start, and it puts the pressure on these two teams going into this match even more, because Portugal have done their job for the first game, so one of these are going to want to do even better. Do you know what I mean? So I'm going 2-0 France. So I've got Griezmann in my fantasy. I got Ronaldo. Got me a few points. I had William Carvalho. I've also got Rafael Varane. I haven't got any Germany players though, so full confidence in France, but they need to produce it, and I don't see why they can't. I think Germany are not the team that they once were, but football's a crazy game, so let's see what's going to happen. You might hear a bit of noise from outside now, but it's so hot here that I've got to have the windows and the doors open. You might hear the odd motorbike and stuff. People love it. My bad. Now we're good. Just getting comfortable. Let me sort this out, man. A bit of a rush getting ready for the stream today. Kids and things. Family duties. You know how it goes if you've got kids. How's everyone doing anyway? Weather recently has been marvellous. I'm not a massive fan of the heat though. I don't cope very well with it, so be interested to see how Havertz does today. I like Gnabry, Gundogan I like, Kimmich I like. Cruz obviously a veteran, doing well still. I got a feeling this might be Joachim Löw's last tournament though as manager. Obviously Muller's just come back into the national side after a while out. Rudiger with his Zorro mask. Hummel's another veteran, and obviously Neuer, who I don't think's at the level he was, but still one of the best keepers in the world. But he definitely has more mistakes in him than he used to have. But obviously that man there, Havertz, looking to come off that Champions League final with a bang again. See them protective masks? If I was a player, I'd refuse to wear them. I know it's for the player's safety and that, but just you can't be comfortable in that. So for me, I'd refuse to wear it and take the risk. If you're in the chat and that, welcome, and let me know your predictions for the game. Not sure what game I'm going to do next after this one for a live stream. I've had a look at a bunch of the ones coming up, and a lot of them aren't massive games in terms of like this, like two massive countries playing each other. So I'm going to have a think about the next stream, because I'm not sure what I'm going to do yet. I'm not doing the England ones, as I said before, because I want to do, when I watch England, I can't get into it and immerse myself into it properly if I just do this and watch the game, because I have to do this and think about this as well. Whereas if I don't do the stream for the England games, I can just immerse myself more into it and enjoy it more without the pressure of doing the stream and the commentary, obviously. Looking forward to seeing Mbappe though. He's one of my favourite players to watch. I've got Griezmann in my fantasy. He usually steps up big in the tournament time. Varane, I like him. Kante, I like. Pogba. Hot and cold for me, Pogba. Benzema, obviously getting recalled. I quite like Benzema. Not sure what the formations are though. I saw it a minute ago actually on the BBC website. Griezmann was sitting behind Mbappe and Benzema. So would it be like a, what are they playing, a 4? They got Rabiot, Kante. I don't know what formation they're playing, but 1-2 at the end of it, because obviously you've got Griezmann behind Mbappe and Benzema. Here we go then. Be interested to see how Kimmich will do, because he's a quality player, but it's a big pressure game. See if he steps up. At the Allianz Arena, Bayern Munich, which should favour Germany. But football don't always work like that, as we know. And here it is, kickoff. Sent long. France kind of deal with it, but Germany have got it back. But they're forced back, and here's Cruz in the middle of the park. Floats a one out to the wide right. I think that's Kimmich there. Comes back in. Here's Hummels at the back. Puts the ball over floats it out wide again. Gundogan. Hummels, back to Gundogan. He turns, back to Hummels. Just keeping the ball to start off. Just don't make silly mistakes. Back to Neuer. Just keeping the ball. They look composed already. Gundogan turns. Plays it slightly forward to Kimmich. Loses it. Kante tracking the ball down very well. He's got to be such a pest to play against, Kante. Imagine him marking you all game. Hummels to Rudiger. He's playing it along the back. Ball over. Muller. Here's Havertz. Gnabry straight offside. Havertz takes it to the wing. Rudiger. Hummels. Gundogan. Good possession here from Germany to start this game. Gnabry. But France force them back again. France really not seen the ball yet. Here's Muller. Loses it there. Free kick though. Kante concedes it. Probably a set piece chance for Kimmich here to whip one into the box. It's quite far out, but he's definitely got the ability to put a dangerous ball in from there. Unless Cruz takes it. Cruz looks like he's going to take it. I mean, imagine having Kimmich and Cruz as two different options to take your set pieces. I mean, that you've already got an advantage just on that. So it's going to be the first chance then. Cruz steps up, whips it in. More of a floated ball. Hummels wins it, but doesn't get enough on it, and it goes out for a goal kick, goes over the bar. Good start from Germany though. France now have a chance to have a bit of the ball themselves. Obviously Benzema be hungry to get a goal. Been out for a while now from the France side. got recalled recently. On a personal note, though, I need not Pogba. I need Griezmann and Varane to do some bits tonight. I've got both of them in my fantasy team. I was very tempted to put Mbappe in, but I feel like Griezmann is usually their go-to guy in terms of creating, and he can bag goals as well. So, not one of my favourite players to watch, Griezmann, but I do think he's effective, especially for his country. Germany back with the ball here, playing it along the back line. Rudiger. They keep looking for that ball over the top at the moment, Germany, from the centre-backs, which Gnabry is not the tallest. Havertz a bit, but unless you've got someone like they used to have with Gomez up top, or even like a closer, I don't, you know what I mean? It's going to be hard to put a ball over the top if you're doing it for a target man kind of thing, because obviously they've got a bit of pace, but with the likes of Varane and Kimpembe with their height, they're going to win them balls before it even gets to that point on the ground. They're going to win it before the ball even bounces. So here's Griezmann, tries to put a through ball through to Pavard, who continued his run, but a little bit too much on it, and Germany get the ball back, but Cruz puts it out for a throw into France. Quite a lively start to this game. Can't remember who that number 20 is. I hadn't heard of him when I read the lineups out, to be honest, but don't even know who he plays for. Oh, Havertz there have a chance, but just miscontrols it a bit, can't keep it in. Goal kick. Foul there on, was it Kimpembe from Kimmich? Oh no, it's Hernandez. Yellow card for Kimmich. So he's got a yellow there, he's going to have to be careful now. I don't think that's a card. Give a free kick, but I don't think that's a card. It's a bit clumsy, but for me that's not a yellow. A little bit unfortunate there for me, Kimmich. Here come France. Mbappe down the left. What's he going to do? Plays it over. Pogba can't quite control it. And Benzema loses it. Gnabry gets it. The ball's bouncing around quite a bit right now. Cruz and Germany compose themselves and retain possession. Started well, Germany. I think they've been the better team so far. Here's Muller. Continues his run. Good run, nearly puts him through there, but good good interception from Varane. Good man, Varane. Need you to do well tonight. It's quite a simple design, but I really like Germany's kit. Mbappe's been very quiet so far. Pogba also. I mean, they've not really had any ball, have they? But the few times they have, it's not really. I don't recall Pogba being on it very much, or Mbappe. Here come Germany. Intercepted. Kane tries to win it, but Rudiger recovers, plays it back to Neuer. Cleared by Varane, and here comes Kante, but no, it was Pogba, but Griezmann gets in his way. But luckily, France get a free kick anyway. It was like for Nabry on Pogba. I mean, he didn't even like break his stride, even though he tried to slide tackle him. I would have just played on. Kimpembe miscontrols it, closed down by Havertz. Does just enough to keep the ball. Griezmann, little dinked ball out wide. Is that Hernandez? Here comes Mbappe. He fakes Griezmann. He tries to play it back out to Hernandez to whip it in, but gets intercepted. Germany try and break, but lose the ball. Varane recovers back to Lloris. Shout out to whoever is in the building. Can't tell who it is, but I can see that there's someone in here. Shout out to you. France just coming into the game now a bit. More than at the start, it was more Germany. But more of a level playing field right now. Kimpembe. Here's Pogba. I feel like there needs to be a bit more pace injected into both teams right now with the passing. It's a little bit stop-start and people getting it stuck under their feet a bit. But here come Germany, Havertz. But Mbappe does terrific there, coming back doing his defensive duties. Phenomenal. And here's Kante. Ball over, out wide to Benzema. Great first touch to keep it in. Does well there, Benzema. And here's Mbappe in the centre. Keeps the ball out to Benzema. Patient with it, back to Mbappe. Looks to take his man on, goes down. Cruz says get up, and the ref agrees. Pogba wins it back. Benzema out wide. Tried to get to Hernandez, but the pass isn't good enough. Griezmann slides in, tries to win it back. And France do get it back. Here's Kante. Loses it. Very, very scrappy at the moment. It's a little bit Sunday League-ish. Like, neither team really taken a hold of the game yet. Germany started out better. France then come back into it. And now it's just a bit scrappy and a bit below par with the passing. Come say hello in the chat, don't be shy. Muller, ball over the top, brings it down. I think he was offside though. So nearly 15 minutes in, nothing major created yet. A lot of play in midfield, a lot of play at the back, but no real clear-cut chances yet. Pavard puts a ball in, goes out for a corner. Ginter puts it out. I think this is the first corner for France, isn't it? Good chance here. Good defence there from Germany. Benzema might have got a tap in there if he hadn't have cleared it. Griezmann to take then. Could do with an assist here. Oh, and Pogba gets up and beats his man, but gets too much power on the header and it goes over. Should be 1-0 there. Perfect ball from Griezmann and Pogba gets it wrong. Do you know what the problem is there? He takes his eye off the ball. Basics of football you get taught as a youngster that they even teach you for Sunday League. Don't take your eye off the ball. And here's Havertz. What's he going to do? Plays it into the middle. Oh, Muller nearly put Gnabry through, but got cleared. They put a ball back into the box, but cleared again. Benzema tries to hold it up, but loses it. Gundogan. Pogba. Benzema. Kante. Benzema does well. Rabiot. He was a surprise selection for me tonight, Rabiot. Here's Mbappe. Gets into the box, gets it on his right. Oh, cuts in, takes a shot, but Neuer saves it. Might have been a little bit central, but good effort there. First real chance. Mbappe has it. Yeah, quite central, quite easy for Neuer to deal with, but best chance so far of the game. Appreciate whoever it is with a thumbs up and who's tuning in. Griezmann with the other corner, but Gnabry clears very easily. Gundogan floats one out wide. And number 20, who I can't remember his name. I might have to look it up because it's never shown his name on his shirt and I can't remember who it is. Pogba, through ball to Mbappe. What a... Oh, nearly a ball, but Neuer anticipates well, comes out and gives a good ball to one of his players. Keeps possession. Here's Gnabry. Germany lose it. Gozens or Gozens, I'm not sure how you pronounce it, but that's who 20 is. I'm going to go with Gozens. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, but there's more important things in the world. Who remembers that peach of a goal that Pavard scored in the World Cup? It's like outside of the ball, like cut across it, far corner, peach of a goal. Shout out to the 2 people in the building. Just a reminder to you guys, well, 3 people now, shout out to everyone watching and tuning in. Just a reminder to you guys, super chats are now available on the channel. Any donation is obviously appreciated. Oh, and it's 1-0 France. I think Hernandez puts the ball in the box, and it looks like it's a Hummel's own goal. 1-0 France. Oh, they'd be disappointed with that, because I think Germany was holding their own. And it's 1-0, and it's an own goal. Hernandez drives the ball in on the left, and it's looking like Hummel scored an own goal. I didn't really see it properly. So Pogba puts it out wide. Hernandez running into the box, just gambles with a cross, whacks it in. It bounces up. Hummels tries to deal with it, goes off his shin almost, and he just anticipates it horribly wrong under pressure from Mbappe. And quality finish past his own keeper. What an own goal. Neuer is not happy, and I can't blame him. 1-0 France. Come and get involved in the chat, guys. There's 3 of you in here. Don't be shy. Remember, this is football streaming. Well, there's 2 of you, but it's about a community. It's not just related to football. It's for everyone to come here and just chill and vibe. Rudiger. Gozens. Oh, Gundogan loses it. Great work from Benzema coming back on the defensive side. But Griezmann, Griezmann loses it. Muller through to Gnabry. Shows quick feet. Keeps the ball. Kimmich dinks one up in the air. Back post. It falls to Gozens, mishits it. It crosses it back in. Oh, and Muller gets a little bit on it with a header. A glancer, but it doesn't get enough on it and it goes wide. Just a little bit too high for Muller there. Hope you guys are all good anyway, even if you're being shy. That's a bad own goal, isn't it? I mean, it's top corner. Not many keepers are getting it, but... Hello, lover. There's our monster. I had a Pepsi earlier. I had a kebab, chicken kebab, from a place that we just tried first time today. It was absolutely massive. I wasted most of it, and now I feel a bit pregnant. Here's Gundogan. He's got lots of space. Hit it, have a shot. Oh, he's done too much. They get a free kick though, they get lucky. I don't think that's a free kick there. He just runs into him and falls over. It'll be worse than the more. Oh, thanks, mate. That's really appreciated. He barely touches him, for fuck's sake. Good opportunity here for Cruz. I've seen him score these before. I haven't had a kebab for ages, probably a couple of years, and yeah, it was a bit overwhelming to be honest. So a chance to level it up here for Germany. Muller over it as well, but I think Cruz will take it. Yeah, here it comes. And he don't beat the ball. Probably be Cruz's last tournament, I would imagine. He's been playing for ages. His Havertz turns, does well, puts it out wide to Gojans. See, you got to cross that there for me. Takes it back, and I mean, you keep possession, but put a ball in. Rudiger. Gojans. Good ball over the top there, and Havertz nearly does enough, but sort of miscontrols it a bit. Rudiger. Here's Cruz. Deep in his own. Near the halfway. Yeah, but that free kick a minute ago, that shouldn't have been a free kick, should it? Have you been watching all the games as well? I'm surprised if you have been, because I know you weren't really into it like that, but... Copa America's on at the moment as well. I watched a bit of Brazil's game the other day. It's so boring. Like, I think all of the games in this was better than that, and there's been a few shockers in this. I'm surprised, mate. I'm happy to hear it, because I might have to start getting in a little. I was gonna say a WhatsApp group, but we don't really need to, do we? But yeah, you're only doing it though because you're sneakily not even supporting England, are you? That's what you're doing. You're like picking. Like, oh, I'm gonna go with France. Portugal seem like a good bet. I'm saying it now. It's not coming home. I feel good that we got a good result, but it's not coming home. Yeah. Cruz, another free kick wasted. Poor. Beaver, what's been your favourite game of the tournament so far? Really? There's only one that stands out in my head. Um, I don't think that there's been that many good, like, they've been okay, but there's only one that stood out to me so far. Oh, the suspense. I'd say it was Netherlands versus Ukraine was my man of the match, was my game of the tournament so far. I think England, I've got a lot of worries about them. I thought Phillips was brilliant, but Sterling should have had at least two, maybe a hat trick. Um, that one chance Kane had where he crashed into the post, I think he should have done better. I was disappointed Grealish didn't come on. I don't get why he played Trippier at left back when he's a right back. I know he's played there a few times for England, but we've got natural left backs that should be in playing. Um, Yeah, just I'm not convinced yet. It was a good start, and I think we'll probably beat Scotland. But again, when we come up against, if we get out of the group and we get the likes of one of these two, I think we'll struggle. Kane looks very off form as well. That's worrying. I know it's only been one game, but he was very quiet in one of the friendlies leading up to the tournament, and then it was like he was a ghost apart from that one chance he had in the opening game. So he concerns me at the moment. Yeah, I know we won. I know, but it's like I don't know. I'm not convinced yet. Maybe Portugal. Look again. They left it very late today, and they might not do that every game and actually take their chances. So I wouldn't be hugely surprised if Germany and France both draw with Portugal, or they both could potentially beat them. Obviously, Ronaldo's a huge threat, but he was very quiet today, other than the last 5 minutes. Um, so it wouldn't hugely surprise me if Germany and France could beat Portugal. I personally think France will top it and Portugal will go through second. But they're saying a lot of the groups, third place can also go through anyway, so I don't really get what that's all about. But yeah, that's true. I just don't think we've got the depth either. Our centre backs, I was surprised by Mings, I thought he was good. Um, but I do think we need Maguire back. But once he comes back, it's going to take him a few games to get anywhere near close to match fitness. So, same for Henderson in midfield. Here come France, Rabiot puts it out wide to Pavard. Back to Griezmann. Back to the back line. Kimpembe puts it out to Hernandez. It's taking their time here, France. Pavard, Benzema, Griezmann, Pogba. Floats it out wide, Hernandez, Mbappe. Griezmann. Pogba holds it up in the box. Pavard gets cleared by Gozens. All the way back to Lloris. Favourite for the tournament, Beaver? What, are you ahead or behind? And there's a bloke I usually watch for certain. He does like watchalongs as well, and when I'm watching a game, I'll like mute the volume and listen to his commentary, and he's always ahead as well. So I have to pause his live and like sync it up with the time on my telly, so I don't get any spoilers on that. I don't know why everyone's ahead. It happens all the time. Oh, by the way, just so you know, Beaver, I'm growing my hair because it's a madness right now, and I was going to get it cut, but I've decided I'm going to try and grow it out. See what happens. Here comes Mbappe. He's been a bit quiet so far. Here he goes though. Beats his man. He's so quick. Corner for France. Hi mate. Is he still heavily into Fortnite? I remember when I played him, he was like blimmin'. You know what they do with the gaming championships and that? Like, he could have done that at that level. What is Neuer doing there? Looked like he was throwing a grenade. What's going on then? Have you become like a a football geek now? You've never been this heavily into football since I've known you. Oh, it's all different when the countries come out, eh? You got to stop stealing all them watches. Told you about that before. Goes and tries to put a cross in. Nabry, Gundogan comes rushing in, but doesn't really get the connection he needs under pressure from Pogba, and yeah, stretching for it. Well wide. Germany have done better than I thought they would, though. I thought France would kind of dictate a lot of the play, and I think they've been the better team, but I think they started better, Germany, and they've had their spells. Definitely had a few chances themselves. Shown good composure on the ball in glimpses, but just need a bit more of it. I would say, I mean, I think France is still the team to beat in terms of the quality they've got, but they're definitely not unbeatable. You can see that in this game with the chances Germany have had. They've only had a few select chances, but I wouldn't be surprised if Germany do score. So that proves that they're not unbeatable, France. Cruz gets completely taken out there from Mbappe, and the ref's like, get up. That was a blatant foul to me. Gundogan. There's Muller. Tries to put Gnabry through again, but it's intercepted. It's happened a few times now. He tried to play that sort of middle channel through ball, but France are reading it well. Kimmich. Ooh, that's a foul. Sure, he gets up. Hernandez goes down holding his face. And he's got away with it and he gets the foul. I mean, that should be a foul on Kimmich, in my opinion. Look at him. He's looking through his fingers to see if the refs give it. Get up. That's horrible to see. Horrible. Cheating. Oh, actually, I'll take that back. I didn't see that happen on the first chance. He does catch him. He does. I take it back. Watchalong! I don't think Germany will be majorly worried going into half time if it stays 1-0. I think that they would definitely feel they can get back into it, and I think that they can. But they have got to sort their passing out. I'm just giving the ball away needlessly there. It's Kante. Nice turn. Rabiot out wide to Hernandez. He's had a good half. Apart from, I see that play acting, but he did actually get kicked in the head, didn't he? Varane, Pogba. Ball over the top to Benzema. Great ball, gets on his chest, turns. Oh, he ran out of room. Nearly a very good move there. Great ball from Pogba. Just ran out of space, and the angle got too narrow there for him to do what he wanted to do with it. And there's Germany, Gundogan in the middle. Havertz back to Gundogan. He's looking for the runners. Puts it out wide to Kimmich. Floats a nice one in the box, but France do it. But Germany win it back. Havertz, oh, he turns and hits, but closed immediately. Goes out for a throw-in. I'm getting tired, man. I think that kebab's hitting me with the comatose. Kimmich releases Cruz in the middle. Puts it out wide. Gozens. Gnabry. Loses it. Here's Cruzo. I see what he's trying to do there, but gets it wrong. And here comes France on the counter. Mbappe. Is he going to open up his legs? He stops. Who's this? Benzema. Back to Mbappe. They're at a walking pace now, though. Just keeping the ball. Game management. Possession. France with a free kick then. Cruz taking out Pogba. Pogba takes it out wide to Hernandez. Varane sends it long. Down to Pogba, gets on his chest. Holds it up. Gets his feet a little bit tangled up. He gets gone out for a throw into France. What's good, Waylon? How you doing, man? It's been a while. Hope you're well. I'm heading off in like a minute for about 15 minutes, just for a toilet break and that. But I will be back if you want to stay around. I appreciate it, but I understand if you got stuff to do. I feel like Germany need that bit of pace themselves. They need a. I mean, no one's close to Mbappe with a pace, but they kind of need that. I think to break through the lines a bit. But then they got Sane on the bench. I feel that they need to bring him on. I think he would make a difference. Rudiger biting Pogba. What the fuck, man? Excuse my French, but yeah, not bad, man. Not bad. Just a lot of stuff going on, isn't it, with the whole lockdown and everything, and I'm just chilling, man. Chilling. Trying to ignore all the bullshit. Trying to get this YouTube up and running more and working, just trying to grow that and just grinding, man. Just, yeah. Hope you're good though, man. Germany just lacking that final ball at the moment. That's half time, guys. As I said, Waylon, it's totally up to you, man. I get it if you're doing stuff, but 15-minute break roughly now. I usually go to the toilet and that and just get a snack or whatever. But so I'm gonna go off cam. I leave the stream running and I'll be back in like 10-15 minutes. So if I don't catch you soon, hopefully I'll see you soon anyway, man. But appreciate you tuning in regardless. See you guys in a bit. is locked down bad over there. It's easing up now, so like businesses and that are sort of opened up a bit more back now, and like there's more jobs and stuff back. But we're still like, I was watching some UFC the other day, and there was some boxing as well I was checking out, and like they've got full crowds. And even the game in Hungary today, in Budapest, like there's 67,000 people in there, and I think at Wembley and stuff at the moment we're only getting like a small amount of people, like a few thousand. And a lot of places you still got to wear masks and everything, and so even though they're lifting it, it's just like you can tell they're making stuff up. Like 1 minute you can wear a mask, 1 minute you can't. Do you know what I mean? Or 1 minute you have to, next minute you can't. But I've been going into my local shop on different times, like recently again, not wearing a mask. Went through a stage of wearing it just so I didn't have to get in arguments with people. But like people, like when you're out and about, people still take wide berths and go over the other side of the road, and if you ain't got a mask especially. But I don't wear them to pick my kids from school up and that, but the majority of the playground are wearing masks, and do you know what I mean? It's just worrying. Everyone's getting vaccines, people with pumping poison into their body that you don't even know what's in that stuff, and people are just lining up to have it done. I'm good, man, I'm good. What the hell? Just sits out on the football, like some bloke like crashed into the stadium. That was a parachute, and I think a bit of the parachute like fell off, and it nearly hit the French manager. And Rudiger comes and rescues him with his Zorro mask. What a hero! But anyway, yeah, I'm good, man. I'm just like, I lost work basically when the lockdown happened, but now I'm trying to go on a different career path anyway. So money's a little bit tight at times, but it's nothing new to me, and I've never been one to just sell my soul to a company. Do you know what I mean? So I've always been a grinder, man. I've always been someone that just survives, and that's how I choose to be. So I'm good, man. Appreciate you checking out though, man. So hot over here at the moment as well. I don't know what the weather's like where you are, but proper hot over here, and I don't deal well with the heat, man. Like if I'm out too long in it, I get burnt, and then I just feel like I'm gonna puke, and I need to go to sleep. Like I have to come home and like close the curtains and everything, and like become a vampire. Like it's horrible. Like I wish I could just cope in the sun, and because I look forward to it, but when there's no breeze in that, I feel like I'm in Total Recall or something. Italy, Switzerland tomorrow, isn't it? That might be an underrated game, you know. People sleep on Switzerland a lot. Yeah, he does. I can't hear what they're saying because I got it on mute, obviously, but I love Keane. It's his do your job. It's your job. Do your job. I'm loving it that they've got Vieira in there with him though, like that old school rivalry. I love it. We need more players like Keane nowadays, man. There's too many snowflakes. You know, I often watch football now, and because I watch UFC, you watch footballers now go over on little minor touches and that, and you think, oh my god, if you ever had to actually have a fight, like you square up on the pitch with people. Here we go then, second half. Vinnie Jones. I watched Mean Machine the other night. Hadn't seen that for a time. It was quite good. Beaver and Whalen. I don't know if you know about football or not, but who is your favourite player on that pitch? Look, if you're going to be watching every game, you got to start learning players, man. Here comes Mbappe down the left. Tries to cut in, goes the other way again. Ooh, baby. Hummels does well there. You don't have to learn the squads, just certain players that stand out to you. This kebab's really hitting me, man. I feel like I'm drunk. Will do, darling, will do. Mate, you can't say that when you, like, play probably computer games and stuff and, like, the guitar stuff and just... I know you're a brainy guy, so that's a poor excuse. I think, like I said in the first half, I think Germany need to get Sane on. He's pacey, he's tricky, he can cross, he can score, and he's got that bit of arrogance in terms of confidence as well that I think Germany are lacking a little bit right now. They just need to try something different, I think. I like turtles. Beaver, did you watch the Diaz fight? Oh, and Brandon Moreno as well. Yeah, well, alright. If you want to be like that about it, we can do that later. I never caught up with a lot of. There was a ton of cards. I can't even remember where it stopped. Where I just fell behind on it and I never caught up with them. I watched the last few cards. I watched the I finished. I don't even know how you say his name properly. Like Strike or whatever his name is against Sakai. I finished that card today, but I done it in the wrong order. I watched the um, Adesanya Vittori one the other day, and then I'd already started the Sakai one previous to the Adesanya card, but I didn't watch it all in one go. So I finished the Sakai one today. But there was a ton of them before that, going back the last few months, where I know you're up to date with it all, but I fell behind. I can't even remember what card it was on, so I missed a ton of fights. Yeah, I was happy for him. He was like speechless, wasn't he? And obviously he had his family coming in the cage and that. It was nice. And I like the sportsmanship from Figueiredo as well. It was nice. It's nice. Mbappe there getting caught. He's saying he's offside. He looks onside to me. Germany just struggling to break France down. They're trying to pass through the lines, but it's getting intercepted. Someone's trying to hold it up. They're losing it. No one's got that bit of trickery in them to beat the defender. You know what I mean? They're struggling to break them down in that final bit. Trouble is, I need to look at their bench again, but I think, look, I'm not saying they score, but I think Werner, with the runs he makes, could make a difference. I think Sane could make a difference. Who else they got? I personally bring on Werner or Sane, or both. Mbappe, through ball there for Rabiot, but he looked offside to me. He went for the shot. I mean, why is he shooting there? Griezmann's going mad at him, and I can see why. I think he hit the post, but you got to pass that there. That's just pure greed. Wasted it. Kimmich beats Hernandez to the ball, lays it back out. It's back to Rudiger. It's Cruz. Kimmich. Coming more centrally right now, Kimmich. So they're playing Gnabry as a centre forward, man, and it's not working at all. I know he plays out wide for Bayern Munich, so he can score goals, but that's not his position. He's playing out of position for me. Havertz, if anyone, should be there, if just to hold the ball up. But you can't play Gnabry through the middle like that, and he's been playing there most of the game, and that's part of the problem, I think, as well. Because he's not an out-and-out striker like that. He's not a number 9, and he's playing as one. He's a winger. It's a bit too easy for France. I think they'll be thinking a little bit surprised that they haven't really got to play at their highest level to get the interceptions and just defend and clear the ball. Oh, there's the best chance for them there, and it falls to Nabry. And it goes just over the crossbar. I think it was Gosens with the ball in. He volleys it, Nabry, and it just rises just over the bar. Good attempts. He hits it side-footed kind of, and it straight into the floor, and it just loops over the crossbar. Not a bad effort, but do you know what I mean? If he's a proper striker there, that's probably at least on target. And it's very look. There's not a lot in it, and it's nearly on target. But what's up, Jacob Rodriguez? Appreciate you tuning in, mate. This is the first time you've been on my channel, Jacob. I don't remember your name, so if it is, welcome to the channel. Appreciate you, Jacob. Hope you enjoy it, mate. Defender would have scored it. Nah. So hopefully, guys, by the next time I do my next stream, I will have a mic, so the volume will be better. I did watch a little bit back of the second stream I did to compare it with the first one I did, and on my end it sounds a bit better, the second one, in terms of just a bit louder. Now I know it's still not at the levels you probably need it or want it, but I have ordered a microphone. It should be here for the next stream, and hopefully that sorts the issues for now. Obviously, I'm doing this on an iPad. I have got a PC, but it's not ideal at the moment where it's located to do streams and that. So it might be something going forward in the future I do, but for now I'm working through an iPad. So the mic is just going to be one of them clip ones, because there's no point me getting like a proper desktop mic, because it's, do you know what I mean? I have to get an adapter and all that just to plug it in, and it's just a lot. It's a load of hassle. There's Muller, gets a shot, a good block there from, I think it was Varane. Hernandez comes out and tries to clear it, but dispossessed. I thought it was going to be a foul. Kimmich puts the ball into the box to Gnabry, gets there in front of Lloris, but Lloris does enough. I think it's a goal kick. Lloris comes out, Gnabry gets it just in front of him. Pavard might have had it off the line anyway, but... Okay, Jacob, thank you, mate. Appreciate it. What are you on about? Make it one for each side. You on about the football or what? Well, I'm doing fancy for this, and I had the Polish keeper in, who I swapped out for Schmeichel, and yeah, he got me -1 points for an own goal, so that was fantastic. I thought, Jacob, you said that the audio was fine, so I just said appreciate it, just for the feedback, basically. Here's Havertz. Puts it out to Kimmich. Puts the ball in. Oh, I think it was Gosens coming rushing in. Ah, Cruz come in with a volley as well, gets blocked, and there's a player down, I think, but I'm not sure who that is. Pavard down injured. Ooh, bit of a knee to the head there. Accidental, but you'd think, babe, you'd think, but Germany are piling it on a little bit, but it's kind of like half chances, and there's a lot of blocks going on. Not a lot of shots actually reaching the keeper, so the keeper's not really having to even make saves because the defenders are defending well and they're just blocking everything. Oh, do you remember that? There was a clip of that German manager at one of the World Cups years back, or one of the Euros, and he's doing that what he was just doing with his fingers, and then he's picking his nose, and he actually picks his nose, and he gets a booger, and he looks at it and eats it, caught on camera. How was you brought up? Hour gone then. Just dealing with an injury to Pavard here. It's Guzans that comes crashing in off the floor. It is a little bit dangerous, but he's going for the ball, and it's one of them ones that he's got to go for it. But unfortunately, Pavard gets taken out a bit. But he's up running again. But you just got to be extra cautious with them because that's like a head injury. But he looks alright. Marie sent back into the game. And Pavard is back. Germany are just lacking that natural goal scorer, that number 9. They just haven't got it. Closer was the last proper one, I feel. Podolski a little bit, but he wasn't. I think it was a natural, just out and out number 9. I think that's what they're missing. Like they're creating chances, but they just don't have that clinicalness. I don't think that natural goal scorer, that poacher. That's poor from Ginter there. Is Mbappe. Ginter does well though. Havertz injured. No, he's alright. He's there. Just being a bit quiet. As I said, I feel Germany need to make at least 2 changes. I think there's 5 available, and I think they've got to make at least 2. I would personally take off Gnabry and I don't know. I'd take off Gnabry and probably Gozens, and I'd bring on Sane and um, corner from Kimmich. So I'd bring on Sane and I can't remember who the other player was. I said earlier now. Werner, just for his runs, because I think they're lacking it a little bit. He gets into good positions, but again, I still look at the bench and there's no like Werner was meant to be their goal scorer, but he's had a poor season at Chelsea. Gets into good positions, but he's like Morata at Spain. They couldn't hit a barn door. Who's this Gozens? See what I mean? They're not. There's just nothing clicking with them. They got good build-up play, but then when they get in the final third, there's just no end product. Or the final ball lets them down. Cantony, Rabiot. Pogba, Griezmann, gets out to Benzema. He cuts in, gets the shot off, but it gets the bodies in the way, and Germany look to clear. Neuer gives the ball away. Here's Pogba. Ball out wide to Mbappe. Is he offside? No. Cuts in a little bit. Oh, jinking. Oh, what a goal. 2-0 France. Mbappe. And it's been disallowed. Mbappe gets a shot off and it clips on the inside of the post and goes in. And I don't really know why, but they disallow it. That's fine, Jacob. Is Pogba then? Is he going to put the long ball over? He thought about it, but he just keeps the ball. And they give it back to Varane at the back. And they're just keeping the ball now. Just over 20 minutes to go. Look, while it's still 1-0, it's dangerous. And Germany is still in it. But for me, they look toothless. As I said, they've got everything. The build-up, the passing. But they can't score. And they're playing players out of position. Gnabry is not a striker. Here comes Rudiger stepping up high. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. There was a bloke banging on like a drum earlier out there, and like, don't ask, mate. Don't ask. Here's Havertz. Gnabry puts it out. Kimmich. Again, though, they've done that all game. There's that the ball into the box is not quick enough. There's not enough conviction, and the defence deals with it easily enough. Sane is coming on, but why have they waited this long to make this change? Kimmich then to deliver the corner. High looping one. Need to whip that more, and Lloris deals with it. I mean, France here defensively pretty much got their whole team nearly in their own box here. So Werner and Sane are the two coming on. It's like they could hear me. They're bringing them on. I mean, it'd be interesting to see who they take off though. I'm going to predict it'll be Havertz and Gnabry. Kimpembe deals with it easily enough. Bloody, yeah, was that not a foul? Here's Mbappe. Griezmann. Gone very quiet. Not happy about it. Out to Pavard then. Looks to create a new drive. Pogba. Griezmann. Varane. Kimpembe. Kante. Just happy to keep the ball now, France. Here come the subs, I think. Oh, Kimmich is... No, Ginter, sorry, has gone down. Germany might be forced to make an extra sub here than the two they were going to bring on. Getting a bit dark here, isn't it? My bad. Put the light on, I think. It's a bit... What's that like? That's better. That's too bright next to my eyes. That lamp. Yeah, Dentist is back. Chan, formerly of Liverpool there. I think he's at Dortmund now. Looks like he's going to be coming on for Ginter. He's injured himself, injuring Mbappe. Like, so Werner is coming on for Gnabry. Sane on for Havertz. I kind of felt it was going to be Havertz, to be honest. So here comes Sane. They bringing on. I think they're leaving Chan now. He looked pissed off with Joachim Low a minute ago. Low was trying to grab his arm and talk to him, and he just walked off again. Like, well, told me to get ready, and I'm not coming back on. Like, sometimes footballers act like blimmin' babies. I tell you, it's ridiculous. What? Oh, blimmin' Takashi 69? Or do you mean like the afro thing he does? Because he has them in like cornrows, but then he has the afro as well, doesn't he? Connor's fighting again next month. I don't know, it's like, I still get excited when it comes to around his fights, but now it's just like a lot of the magic's gone. It's like, even the stuff that's funny about him, like was before, like you can't, it doesn't hit the same anymore because you're just like, you don't back it up like you used to, and you just don't know anymore. Like Poirier, like if he wins that third fight, like for me, McGregor was done. Oh, did they show him in the crowd? He had like a spliff, didn't he? Yeah, I remember now. It's a weird one with McGregor. I think he could have been a lot. I mean, obviously he's done fantastically well for himself in terms of stuff outside of fighting as well, but it felt like he had the world in his hands and he lost a lot of it, which before he started going on his losing streak, it was hard to imagine that. And now I go into his fights not knowing if he should be a favourite or not, which is crazy. Swear to God, there's been no banging or stuff all day out there. But when I come on and stream, people want to act up like it's a zoo. Typical. Yeah, but I mean, like, I know he had a lot of stuff outside of like that got him in trouble, but I mean, like, his investments and that, like, marketing ability, like, and business ability, he's just gone up and up. But in terms of legacy and fighting and how you're remembered, I think it could have potentially been one of the best ever, and for whatever reason, it severely went wrong, and it's just. But you can't, you wouldn't have predicted that when he was on his form and the confidence he had, and it's just a bit weird now when you watch it back because you see the stuff like against Aldo, against Mendes, against Diaz when he won the rematch, and then he goes on his losing streak, and did that been a penalty there for Mbappe? And yeah, I just feel like the legacy's like what it could have been. It's never going to be that now, which is a shame. But you could probably just say that he's only got himself to blame as well. But I want to see that back, that Mbappe one, because for me it looked like it could have potentially been a penalty there. Oh, Beaver, you never got back to me about the games for couples to play. So I was going to get you to get me a list together. Thinking about getting an old console as well, just for me and Rob to just chill and play and stuff on, but I don't really know what to get. I'm debating I might get a PlayStation 2, but I don't really know. I had a Nintendo, but I sold it, so I don't really know what to do. No worries, dude. Have you watched any good films or like series or anything lately? Because obviously I've been watching all the football, so I haven't really had the time. But usually when there's no sports and that on, me and Rob will watch stuff on Netflix or like Now TV. But so if you've got any recommendations for us, I'd appreciate that. Is Pogba messing about with it too much, doing all the fancy flicks and then he loses it? Is Muller, Werner? Oh, it's terrible from Werner. Sums up his season. Here's the Mbappe one then. Wow, I think that's a penalty. He dives a little bit, but Hummels doesn't get the ball at all. A little bit unlucky there, I think. He does dive, but there's no contact with the ball from Hummels. Here's Sane. Dirty hell, Pogba. I mean, he recovered, but for a minute he was like Bambi on ice. Long ball from Pogba. Who's that to? Who is that to? Oh, he's giving it to his own subs. They're not playing, Paul. They're not playing. You didn't tell me France would win, but welcome. I'm sure. Nah, you're joking. I don't remember that. You was on about Scotland, England. All right, fair enough. Yeah, that for me as well. France. I mean, I don't think they look unbeatable, but they're my pick as well. It's a shame you don't do YouTube UK, like you have your own channel, because I'd request that you come on and burn a kilt if you lose. Um, Toast. Yeah, history of wearing skirts. Burn my beard. Are you mad? I like you didn't just go for shave it off, like literally burn it. Hummel sends it out wide to Sane, brings it down. Got to try and. There's two of them there, but a little bit negative there. He should have probably took the man on, but. Pogba through ball to Mbappe. Is he onside? He squares it to him. Benzema, who's open, and it's 2-0. I thought it was offside, but there's no flag, and it's 2-0 France. Game over. It's too easy. They opened them up like a broken can. Pogba nearly messed it up. I think he's a little bit off there, Mbappe. I don't know. But no one's at the back post. And it's easy for Benzema. 2-0. Great return for Benzema. Been out for a while, I know. He gets his recall and gets his goal. And this was my prediction, 2-0. Is it going to stand though? It looks like they're checking the VAR. Can only be for the offside, surely. I don't think anything else happened. And it stands, I think. 2-0, yeah. Oh no, they took it away. What? I don't know what happened. Other than offside. So it stays 1-0. And Germany get a little bit of a lifeline. But they ain't got long left. Chan is coming back now with... I don't know who this guy is. He weren't way offside. It was like a toe, if that. You guys are drunk. You on the phone to each other? Kimmich plays it back to Muller. Tries to float one in. Is it a handball from Rabiot? It is, and there's a free kick in a dangerous position here for Germany. I'd let Sane take it. I don't know how good he is at set pieces, but a left footer, that angle, I don't want a right footer taking that. If they use it and cross it into the box for a header, nah, you got to have a shot from here. Two toes. Here's a little one for you then, little joke. If anyone can, Emre can. Chan. Angles! Yeah, if they... I think Cruz might cross it, and if he does, for me, that's a waste of a set piece. You've got to let Sane take it on that angle. Top right hand corner. Lovely jubbly. And Sane does take it and he goes for the top, but not really close at all. But I think it's the right decision. You've got to let him take it rather than crossing into the box. I mean, it's very high over, but... Okay, I've just seen the line. It is offside. It's actually more than I thought. I think that's Tolisso. Benzema coming off. I thought he'd got his goal, but I think he's played well though. Worked hard. He's been good on the ball. Held it up good. Link up play I think's been good overall. I think he's done alright. I like Benzema. Volland is the number 9. Heard of him, can't remember who he plays for, but so not long left now. Germany get a corner. Liso immediately putting it out. My favourite player on the pitch, I like Sane a lot, but for me it would be Mbappe. He reminds me a bit of Henry. I think you can just tell that Germany are lacking in confidence of just trying to even just take their man on. Most of the time they're in one-on-one situations to take a man on, they don't do it. And a lot of that is confidence. Is Muller. Crosses a ball in, but it's high looping. Volland tries to do something with it, but goal kick. And how long they're going to add on? I'm going to say 4 minutes. What are you about? Rabiot's gone down. Muller's trying to get him up. Like, come on, mate. Even the ref's like, I ain't putting up with this. Oh, he's gone back down, Rabiot. He's like, fuck you all. Six minutes, bloody hell. Dembele coming on. Here's Chan. Kimmich out wide. They just look like they've run out of ideas, Germany. There's only so many times you can cross it into the box for no one to be there, to be honest. Here's Sane though, trying to make something happen, but there's just too many bodies to get through. France just pretty much got their whole team behind the ball. Muller gets the ball in the box, but easily dealt with. Three minutes to go then. I mean, playing a ball in the air to Werner there in the box, he's not even that tall. But tactically, I don't know what they're doing there. Dembele then coming on for Rabiot. Muller's going mad. He's a character, Muller. So they're going to get one last chance, Germany. Cruz out to Sane, slips, and the ball goes out of play. France should have this one, then a minute to go. As long as they keep it sensible, no silly mistakes. Yeah, Germany to me look toothless. It's Sane then. Is it a foul? Germany put ball into the box over everyone's head. That is probably the last chance of the game from Volland. Gets it wrong. And a look on Chan's face says it all. Frustration for Germany. Ref's gone over the 6 minutes. Mbappe nearly getting in there at the end, but the keeper gets it first. He sends it long. Old school football from Germany here. Oh, and the ball goes out. This should be it. I think once Lloris takes the kick, time's up. Thank you to everyone that's joined in tonight. I'm not sure what will be the next game yet that I'm streaming, but I'll probably do a video just previewing that to let you guys know. So I haven't decided myself yet, but I will be coming back with more. How long is the ref playing on for? It's gone nearly 2 minutes over. Ref don't want to go home. He's having a whale of a time. And that's it then. France get the win. Germany look toothless. Good start for France, but Portugal will top the group on goal difference. And obviously, I think Portugal have got Germany next. That'll be interesting. Germany need to get something from that game. But yeah, I'll be back for another stream soon, guys. I'll let you know before I go live with that, though, with a separate video to let you know which game it is. But thank you for everyone for tuning in, and I'll catch you on the next one.